and all that. And when I came to Mumbai also, they didn't announce me as a vice captain. Obviously, Paji was there, and then Bajjupa was vice captain. But I was always in that core group of Mumbai, even from my first year. So they used to call me about certain queries if they had in the squad. That was that. And then 2013, we got Ricky Ponting in the auction. And Paji at that stage, I think it was 22. When Paji said, I don't want to captain anymore, and Bajjupa was made captain. And then in 2013 season, I don't know what happened, Bajjupa was not the captain. So I thought it could be me. But they got Ponting, obviously. Yeah, I mean, because he was in the auction. Yeah, he was in the auction, but I was thinking before the auction, there is nobody else. I think it might be me. So I started thinking in my head back then only that, okay, boss, this might come my way and I need to be ready for it. Then I remember I was part of, I think Oja was the one who we traded from DC. I was very much part of that.
That was going to be a question anyway.
Yeah, I was part of that trade, and that's how I realized, okay, I might be the captain this year. Who knows? And then during the auction, we got Ponting. So obviously, I thought, okay, so I can't compete with Ponting. But yeah, with being with him, how he handled the team in the first 6 games, even before he was the first one to arrive in India, much before any other domestic player also. You can imagine his passion, you can imagine his, energy. Like he wanted to feel the team, he wanted to come and understand each and everybody. He was the one who called the shot, and he said, I want to first have a team bonding session with all of them. And you know what the team bonding session was? It was like 4 players sitting together, and let's say if you and I are sitting in front, so what you have to do is you have to talk good things about your player. So I will talk positive about you, Ashwin. I like your off spinner. I like when you started bowling carrom ball. So it's good things about you. You always feel good when you listen about yourself, right? So in a way, it made a very positive impact
on everybody.
On everybody. Like imagine Ponting was in my group, and there were 2 youngsters from domestic cricket. Now Ponting is telling them, I have watched your video. You look solid, man. You can go way up. You can, if you handle the pressure, if you handle this, if you handle that, you will reach where you want to reach. So imagine what that youngster will be feeling. So that was him. So it started from there, and then obviously he was not hitting the ball well, he was not scoring runs. So he said, okay, I have to take myself off from this job and let someone else take it. And there were debate about Dinesh Karthik was also part of the team, because some people were thinking, okay, we can go to Dinesh, but eventually Ponting called me up and he said, we want you to take the team ahead from here, and I know you've got solid game sense and all that. You will do a good job. So it started from there, and then more or less, Ponting actually was player come coach. He became player come coach after that, and he was always there to help me. He was always, he always stood in front if there was anything, if there was any issues or whatever. He stood in front. And over the years, 2014, 2015, and 2016, 3 years we worked with him. I worked with him, and I just feel he's the guy from a different planet when it comes to motivate players, understanding what that player has in him, and bring the best out of that player. He's the best in that. The judgment of all these characters, he's so good at it. So good at that. And obviously, I want to finish saying that he's won 2 championships, 2 World Cups he's won. So he knows how to win big championship. And that to me was a great part about it.
This internship of having been with Ricky Ponting is something that's priceless, which we have spoken off air as well. where we have discussed about it, how much ever we have discussed about it. But tell me something. What's your engine room like? When I say engine room, what is Rohit Sharma, the captain, like? Planning oriented, trust oriented on players, going out there and following strategies, depending on the engine room or depending on players. What is it? Because a lot of players that play under you tend to, give you the credit of saying, even the other day I was watching Mayank Markandeya speak. He was saying that, Rohit bhai gave me the ball and said, I'm there for you, just bowl the ball, That's sort of a reassurance in the game. Do you work with them from practice onto the game and into the engine room of planning? Or how is it? Do you let them do what they want and then take over on the field?
Yes, see, firstly, I try and understand what that individual is all about, whether, if given an opportunity, whether he'll be able to take the pressure or not. And if not, how can I help him to take that pressure? And it starts with all the senior players in the squad. And obviously starts with the captain first. So I think for me, that became more important rather than my batting and the other things. This became to me like the top priority. I have to manage to get the best out of my players, and then I will think about what I want to do with the bat. And that's how I moved forward in all my seasons. And with the help of solid support staff, also it does help. I've got solid bunch of support guys with me, and they're really they're genius. And the major part in this has played by DJ. Because I ask him and he gives me what I want. I will ask him about, okay, Mayank Markandeya, for example, if he's bowling in this situation, what is the likelihood of him or the batsman to put him under pressure? How will he respond, or whether he's got that skills or not, or if he doesn't have the skill, what can we do with him to make sure that he doesn't feel the pressure, he just comes and bowls.
Okay, so you do go back onto practice sessions and try and simulate matches with the bowlers and then bring them onto the game.
Yeah, I slightly talk to them about, Mayank, tomorrow I'm thinking, these are the batsmen you're going to be bowling at. So I feel that, I want you to bowl in the power play. I want you to bowl in the power play, whether it's the first over, second over, third over, fourth over, I don't care. But it will be in the power play, so which means the ball will be nice and hard. There will be few shots hit, but don't get carried away. Don't feel any pressure. Just come and bowl the leg spinners that you bowl. Okay, and I'm not expecting you to do wonders. I am not expecting anything. Just take the ball and bowl the delivery. That's it. I don't want you to do anything else. Because I have seen, when we came into the team and how we felt when we were 20 years old. When you're facing guys like Mitchell Johnson, Brett Lee, they stay, all these guys intimidating. And for all these guys also who are playing the IPL for the first time, they feel the same. They feel that, they feel the stage is too big. And, I've never been in that situation. I've never been in a bigger stage like this. So what if somebody hits me back-to-back sixes? What am I supposed to do? And this is what I do. Before the team meeting, I sit with DJ for an hour and we discuss about all these things. And he's got his input, and I then come and discuss what we need to do, especially with the younger players. See, senior players will take care of their job on its own. They obviously they know what to do and how to handle the pressure. But when it comes to the younger guys who are probably playing the IPL for the first time, they will not. These are the guys you want to be the best guys. Will take care of their performances and they will take care of their body. They'll do whatever is necessary. But it's the other 3-4 guys who are new in the team. So how you manage those 3-4 guys is very, very crucial. That is what I've learned in the entire IPL that I've played.
Okay. Now to a slightly lighter tone. Like you said, DJ, as soon as you spoke about DJ has left me a message. He asked me to ask you, how do you feel about the poor pav, on the pav bhaji that you buy from Shiv Sagar during the IPL? at 3 o'clock in the night. And how does the pav feel enough? Is there enough around Mumbai for you to order?
What is that? I mean, I don't understand. What
He's saying that every night at 2 o'clock or 2:30 in the night, you order pav bhaji from Shiv Sagar, and there is a routine. He says, along with a lot of other routines that he follows for victory, he says you watch a movie at late night sleeping with 3-4 guys in the theater next to Trident. Then he also says that you have
he's
your
one of them.
That's exactly
one
what
of
he's
them.
saying that.
Yeah.
And he also says that the 2:30 pav bhaji is extremely critical for you to be able to make the right decisions on the ground.
Matter what, 2:30, no chance, man. But yeah, I mean, I've been out a couple of times. We've gone on to that famous place near Chowpatty. It's one of the best pav bhajis you get there. I've been there few times. But yeah, now obviously I've got if he doesn't know, I've got a little one who is in the house, probably sleeping at that point, or me and Ritika, we both are trying to put her to sleep. So there is no chance, or there is no way of going and eating pav bhajis anymore after midnight.
Rohit, now that you posted it, how long does it take for you to put the little one to sleep? Or is she like good and goes to sleep quickly?
No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one.
Do you sleep in the process as well sometimes?
I have. When she was young, I have actually. When they are at that stage of burping, and they feed the milk and they have to be burped. And it's in the middle of the night. You're tired. You want to sleep. You're sleeping, and obviously, I can't let Ritika do everything. So I used to take that responsibility of burping in the night. But yeah, of course, I've gone on to sleep, and I have not realized until Samaira has started to drift away from me, man. So only then I realized, okay, I can't be. So now after cleaning now, because before that I was in the bed doing that. So when you're in the bed, you're relaxed, you're comfortable. Sit and do it. I have to be on my feet here.
See, I don't know as a batsman how you feel about it, Rohit, but as a bowler, constantly, when you have somebody nicking off and the catch is referred to the third umpire, no?
Yeah.
So, like once that burp comes out, I used to sit in the nights waiting for the burp, so I completely empathize with you.
Such a relief that you get when they burp and when they go to sleep, and especially when you put them to sleep. And that has been my goal in this lockdown, actually, to put her to sleep. I was not good at this. This was the only thing, I was lacking behind. I was not able to put her to sleep. I rest everything I can do. I was actually doing. But putting her to sleep is something that I couldn't figure out. Because obviously that's the reason I'll tell you is because for 1.5 years, she was away, and even when she was with us on tour, I mean, I used to go back. I used to go to sleep, or she used to go to sleep early, like around 9:30, and that's the time you are out for dinner. Especially I'm talking about the World Cup when she was there. So I never really had an opportunity to be with her and put her to sleep. Because she used to go to sleep at 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock is when you finish your dinner, so it's too early. And I didn't do it. Now I'm at home, and I've tried it on many occasions. I have tried it before also, but I did it once in the afternoon, but in the night I just couldn't do it. So that is hopefully by the end of the lockdown, I hopefully should be able to.
So before we get into that part of lockdown and COVID, I want to ask you one final question about your routines during the IPL and in fact, when I became the captain of Kings 11, I wanted to follow success patterns. I've been at CSK. Then Mumbai is another successful franchisee. So I actually called up DJ and a couple of other people in Mumbai and asked them, what does Rohit do? How does he manage the whole thing? You need to handle the franchisee, you need to meet with the owners, you need to talk to them. There's so much more that you need to do around the job. Then he gave me 2 insights, Rohit. I'm going to give you the first insight. He said usually meetings happen inside the boardroom, but Rohit and our owner meet during Bel Puri at midnight. Okay? That's one thing he told me. And the second thing, that's what he told me. Second thing he told me will make more significance for you. He said that Rohit has never come to the breakfast in the history of IPL, but ever since Samaira's birth, we found him at breakfast last year.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Because see, I'll answer the second one first.